Get it out. Get it all out now.
Yes, sir. We promised you a great bit there. The China WrestleMania is running west. My God, what
Woo, what a great beginning. What a great bumper that was
Nice.
back in the day. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Just Too Sweet Show, episode number 34. We have a fun one in store for you today. First of all, this guy over here. This guy here. That's my tag team partner, the A to the Z, Mr. Eric Zant. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing tonight?
We chilling. Down below, we got the Bert himself. Mr. Bert, what's going on, bro? How are you?
Yo.
Chilling?
Yeah, man,
Is anybody dumber for having watched this much Halloween Havoc in such a short span of time?
Nope.
No.
I'm pretty sure we're the only people. We're the only people that watched like hours of Halloween Havoc ever.
It was a lot.
I just saw on the news it came out that they have a best of Halloween Havoc on the network now. I was like, well, shit, we could have just skipped to that instead of watching all of them. But you know what? It was still fun. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, what we're just talking about is this is a special show. We're going to talk about Halloween Havoc since it's Halloween, obviously, this week. But we're not going to talk about one of them or two of them. We're going to talk about all of them. Why? Because they're all ridiculous in some way or another. They all have something wacky happen some way or another. Half of them don't even end on time. We were discussing that in the chat today.
Yeah.
They're getting cut off. You know, the famous Goldberg DDP one got cut off before the main event was even over. That's ridiculous. We're going to jump into that. First of all, while I share this out, Eric, give me your first impressions of Halloween Havoc and rewatching it the last couple of days. What the hell's going through their minds when they were making this stuff?
I remember because it's common knowledge that I was a fan of like all wrestling. I watched everything, but I never got a WCW pay-per-view. I always watched the results like the Saturday after, or I got them in the wrestling magazines because that's what we did back then.
Mm-hmm.
But like Halloween Havoc, I always thought was goofy, a little goofy.
Okay,
like they were trying to I don't know. WWF was at peaking at the popularity and the pay-per-view bullshit. And WCW obviously was trying to capitalize on it because Sting had legitimate fanfare. They were trying to build around Sting. For what I'm not going to deep dive into Jim Herd and Ric Flair and reasons for that. But Halloween Havoc, I think they were hastily put together. I don't think that. I think they reached a lot to try to make it a good pay-per-view. And it just wasn't a good pay-per-view. Like some of the matches that you saw just didn't make any sense, I don't know. It didn't jive to me. That's my impression.
Bert, what about you? Watching all these in a short period of time, what's your impression of what the hell was going on in these matches, in these pay-per-views?
Well, with me, I actually watched a lot of the later Halloween Havocs when I was younger. Because I was, watching heavily at the time when I was 10, 11 years old. So Halloween Havoc is actually one of my favorite pay-per-views that WCW did. At least one of their more memorable ones, for good or bad. Mostly because I always liked the pumpkin set that they had on the stage, and with the tombstones.
The sets were cool.
Fun.
They were cool.
Yeah, the sets were cool. And even though a majority of the actual events were pretty bad, there were some pretty good standout matches that we're gonna go over that I liked a lot.
Cool. Let's just get right into it because we're gonna zip through a lot of these. A lot of these are just a lot of nonsense. So obviously we're gonna start with the first one, 1989. Seems like forever ago already. And the funny thing is, too, I pointed out on the network. I forgot what year it was. They cut out quite a few matches on the network. I was looking forward to seeing a Junkyard Dog match. No Junkyard Dog match on the network.
Nope.
They skipped right through it. I was like, where the hell is this Junkyard Dog? I was like, holy crap. So, first one, 1989. Oh, boy, this is going to be good. And I know I can't wait to talk to you guys about some of these things. Let's get to the easy ones. Tom Zink defeated Mike Rotunda. Tom Zink. I can't believe Tom Zink got a job after he left WWF. I can't believe he got an actual job. But yeah, he was terrible.
He was awful.
The next one,
he gives the letter C a bad name.
The Samoan SWAT team, Fatu, the Samoan Savage, and Samu. Who? I mean, why they all sound exactly the same? With Oliver Humperdinck. Don't forget Oliver Humperdinck.
Don't forget Hump.
Defeated the Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane with Steve Williams and Jim Cornette in their corner. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Are you guys a fan of the Expresses, the Midnight, or the Rock and Roll? Are you guys fans of those?
I am.
Eric, I know you are. They're old school. So I know you're.
I like rock and roll.
Really? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, they were.
You know what? These guys are supposed to be the sexy long
the hottest teams.
But that's what I'm saying. They're supposed to be the sexy long-haired, like sex symbol. I think they're all ugly as shit. And just from a dude's point of view, but still, they're not like attractive at all.
No, but I can give you. And look, I mean no disrespect to the South at all, because I'm from the North.
But you're ugly.
And we're a little we're a little hardier breed up here. But Southern wrestling was different than Northern wrestling. Obviously, North was the big man's territory. South was where wrestling is where you worked. Like you really worked a match down there. But
the Freebirds, ugly.
The Freebirds and the Von Erichs. I mean, well, that's not even Southern wrestling. That's like their own genre. Just like Vern Gagne
had his Texas, own thing. Von Erichs were Texas, though. They're Texas.
They were Texas. They were Southwest. They were Southwest wrestling. But the rock and roll, I keep forgetting we can F-bomb on here. I'm going to save them for the right moments. But
no, wait. Steve gave us carte blanche. He said we could F all the effing we want. I mean, don't overdo it just for the sake of doing it, but don't be afraid to drop a couple.
No.
Raul, what's up, buddy? Thanks for watching.
So the rock and roll, okay, you got to understand, in the South, as you envision, and I mean, I'm like talking about the deep South, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and the culture associated with the poverty-stricken, low-income, I don't want to use the word white trash, but I'm going to use it, white trash. That's what watched wrestling back then. That's what paid those guys' salaries, were these, toothless mom and dad with their raggy kids coming up to the matches. And, you had your 16-year-old daughters freaking out when Ricky Morton came to the ring, and because he dressed and acted like cool guys from the South did. That's what they looked. They looked like Ricky Morton back then. And Robert Gibson was like his buddy. He was like what do you call that? Like the wingman, he was like the typical wingman for the South. You had your cool guy, then you had your buddy, and you had like Susie Cornfed and, her friend with the farmer's shirt and shit, you know what I mean? I don't know, but they appealed to the Southern fans, and it was like honky tonk rock and roll kind of piano, a little bit of guitar twang, and that's just what went over in the South. Now the Rock and Roll Express, thank you, Steve.
Thanks, boss.
We appreciate it. The Rock and Roll Express they epitomized what being like that kind of culture in the South was. Sam. So the Midnight Express were the antithesis. Is that right? Antithesis of what the rock and roll were. They were the guys that would walk into the bar and they'd shove the guy to the side and they'd muscle their way up to the bar. They're not like Chud. They're not like Chud looking ugly, but they're not good looking. They're just assholes, and you know what I mean? They'd be like, fuck you, fuck your mother, and fuck your, fuck you, we're not paying. They were just dicks. And then you had your mouthpiece, Jim Cornette, who everybody wanted to kick the shit out of.
Yep.
So that's what encompassed the Southern wrestling. That's what encompassed the Express ideal. And Cornette, like,
they lost.
They
lost to the Samoan team.
Yeah, they used to get so much. They used to get so much heat back then.
Oh, they got so much heat, and the Rock and Roll were so over. You would not believe, like in the Mid South, what these.
Oh, I know. Fans, that's why I never understood how over they were. I never got it. I never understood it.
They got like Rock Hogan pops back in the early mid '80s. It was fucked up. It was fucked up.
I know we were talking about on the chat. There was some unusual pops at some of these Havocs, which really threw me off. But let's keep going. The Samoans beat the Midnight Express. Tommy Rich defeated the Cuban Assassin.
Whoa. The Cuban, I forgot he was there.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of people I forgot that, but I forgot that I didn't know Michael Buffer was announcing before. Yeah. I thought he was announcing only when they got popular with the NWO. I didn't know he was announcing when they were still like shit. Like when they were still a shit organization. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I think they used the Turner poll to get him in.
The Turner money.
Oh yeah, of course. Hey, $1 million is $1 million every time he said that stupid catchphrase. Anyway, all right. So the next one. Speaking of the Freebirds, we got the Freebirds. Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes. They defeated one of my favorites because this is the worst name ever. The Dynamic Dudes.
Oh,
Johnny
God.
Ace, who is John Laurinaitis for you people who don't know, and Shane Douglas with Jim Cornette. Johnny Ace. Let me tell you something right now. Yeah, the skateboard. John Laurinaitis, God bless him, is a horrible character guy. He is terrible. He was a decent wrestler. He was okay, but he was horrible.
He was
horrible. As a character, I mean.
He didn't get over, no. He got over in Japan.
Look at this guy.
Hey,
look at this guy who's late.
Dave.
Look at this guy who's late. You're late.
I didn't even get a message saying, "Hey, yeah, we're starting the show."
Look at the play on word.
I did. I put it on the chat. I said, "Room is ready. Let's go."
You said, "Room is ready." I'm scarfing down something from my gullet.
The fucking link was there.
The link was
not there. That means the room is ready. Get in here.
Yes, it was.
The only reason I was able to get in. Exactly. That's the only reason I was able to get in.
Link. I know.
I still would like a common courtesy.
You don't need the link. Oh, here we go. Common courtesy.
I see what's happening. Happening. Dave is being phased out. I got that. I don't know, that Macho Man role right now. Maybe
are we going?
Phased out?
No, I'm being Booker T. That's what it is right now. I'm being Booker T.
Are we going just too sweet red and black? We're gonna be the red.
I assume because you don't need the link. I know you don't need the link. I know you have the juice, so you don't need the link. You just pop right in. I figured that's what you would do anyway.
Are you drinking a protein shake, Dave?
About your favorite.
I am.
We're talking about your favorite wrestler, Johnny Ace.
He is Hollywood Dave.
Tell us about Johnny Ace. Yeah, exactly. Dave, tell us about Johnny Ace and why you love him so much.
Johnny Ace.
You don't know who Johnny Ace is.
John Laurinaitis.
Johnny Ace. I can't stand that man.
Oh goodness! All right, we're gonna keep going. Dave was still in 1989. See, we're getting into we got into a discussion of how ugly the Express teams were, Midnight and Rock and Roll, because they were just ugly, and the Freebirds ugly. Never understood why they were popular. Match Doom. I didn't know there was a Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Natural Butch Reed and Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. Woman. Yeah. Nancy.
Rest in peace,
Nancy Benoit.
Yeah.
Defeated the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. That's the pop in 1989. Those dudes were over. When those Steiners came out, I was like, wow, that's a humongous pop for these two dudes.
Yeah. Steiners were over.
You know what? Ron Simmons definitely needed a gimmick because how many shoulder tackles and 3-point stance moves can you do?
Yeah.
Before people just get tired of you.
It was, and he was such a fucking hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
He was such a good worker too.
Lex Luger defeated Brian Pillman singles match for the NWA United States Championship. Brian Pillman, he was a waste, man. He was good. He was so good. What a wasted talent that guy was.
He was super talented.
The Road Warriors, Adam and Hawk. He was with Paul Ellering defeated. Here you go. This is Eric's team right here. The Skyscrapers.
Yes.
Dan Spivey and Sid Vicious with
Dangerous
Teddy
Dan.
Long.
Dan Spivey.
Dan Spivey doesn't get enough credit, I don't think.
Who doesn't?
With Teddy Long as their manager.
Yeah, Dan Spivey. He doesn't get enough credit. He was a big dude too.
He's a big dude. He was tough. I mean, you couldn't. He was like legit tough, and he could work. I mean, fucking Cornette buried him a couple months ago on the Experience. There, it pissed me off. You can't agree with everything.
Why'd he bury him?
Hey, what the fuck? Dan Spivey, you couldn't fucking work. That's like, come on.
He couldn't fucking work.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He's like, fuck Dan Spivey, motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, I almost stopped watching him. I was so mad.
Partridges to his show called Buried, right?
Buried, yeah.
To a show called Buried. Just bury everybody.
Buried.
That's all they
Buried
do.
or grumpy.
The butt hurt show, yeah.
And the main event for 1989. We're at the main event already. See, Ric Flair and Sting with Ole Anderson defeated the Great Muta and Terry Funk.
Thunderdome match.
Oof.
With fucking
Was that the
Bruno
Thunderdome match?
Sammartino as the referee.
It was
Was Bruno the ref?
He was a special guest ref. Yep.
That was crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch that one.
Mm.
I watched the Pillman match, the Samoans match, the Steiners. I couldn't stomach Muta, and I like Muta, but I mean he was cool back then.
I couldn't stomach half of this Halloween, more than half of the Halloween Havoc.
No, it's fuck. You can't do it, man.
Hey, that's why we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on right now to 1990.
Yeah,
They don't get better. Not until
No.
the NWO comes, where they actually get decent, and then they get real bad after that. Wait, so we're gonna start with a nice one. Tim Horner defeated Barry Horowitz.
What's the indicates the
Love
match is a
Barry
dark
Horowitz.
match? Oh,
How do you not love Barry Horowitz?
how you not love Barry
And then
Horowitz?
Rip Rogers defeated Reno Riggins. Who the hell are these guys?
Reno was an enhancement talent for WWE or
What's his-
WWF. So was Horowitz.
these matches were dark matches, is what it's
Well,
saying.
Horowitz,
here.
I know.
Yeah, they were, but Horner was even a jobber for a while.
Let me get Tommy Rich and Ricky Morton defeated the Midnight Express. Here we go with this Express shit again. Midnight Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane with Jim Cornette. I hate the Expresses. I just hate them. I just hate them.
God damn.
I guarantee Jim Cornette was loving all of this.
The goddamn
Yeah,
drummer.
well, I like Jim Cornette though. That's no problem.
Yeah,
Look, let's put it this way: if they didn't have Jim Cornette, would they be as popular? No,
No.
because they can't talk.
No.
They can't
No,
talk
they-
themselves. They needed
they don't
Jim Cornette.
yeah. I mean, they were hella workers. They could work, but
Yeah. Nah, but the Cornette got him the heat.
Ooh, next match.
yeah.
We got a big one. Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster himself, versus Bill Irwin. Ooh.
Oh, the Goon.
If I paid for this pay-per-view, I would have called asking to get my money back. Seriously.
I hope it was like $9.99.
Brad
'cause it
Armstrong.
No.
No, it was $30-$40 back in the day.
Oh.
Brad Armstrong defeated J.W. Storm. Again, I know who Brad Armstrong is. I know the family.
J.W.
No idea
Storm,
who those people
he
are.
was a big muscle head, right? They tried getting him over. Jeff Gaylord, I think his name was. He's a big steroid muscle head. He just couldn't work for shit. He was in the WWF for a little while. Like he was on like primetime and stuff. Yeah.
He is right.
Doing what? It's a jobber?
No, he was just like squash matches and shit. But
He lost to
How's
Shane
it
Douglas.
look better
That's enough.
there you go.
He was also defeated by the
Better with
Undertaker. Yeah,
big
he was
bad
good. He was a
Undertaker
jobber. And he to Kerry Von Erich as well.
Yeah, Kerry beat him. But no, who do you wrestle there? I'm failing myself.
Brad Armstrong.
Brad Armstrong. Dude, Brad Armstrong was a fucking hell of a worker.
Bullet Bob. Yeah.
And Bullet
We're trying to
Bob.
stay awake.
all
That's
the
why
Armstrongs.
during this stuff.
Yeah. No, the Armstrongs are great, man.
Then we got
Armstrongs
the
are
Master. Come on, Eric. How come we're not the Master Blasters? We should have been the Master Blasters.
great. We should have been.
Blade and Steel.
What happened to us? Being the what is it? The Dungeon of Doom.
Hey, it didn't work out. I was gonna have my shirt all ready to go, but it didn't work out.
I was ready to be to be the Zodiac. I was ready.
Who was I going to be?
We were not ready. Where's your makeup?
Well,
Where's your makeup? You're not ready.
I meant like I had it all.
You're drinking a fucking protein shake, Dave. You're fucking sitting here wanting a Dungeon of Doom, drinking a protein shake. Jack LaLanne's probably sitting next to you.
Hey, we have a couple days. I bet my brother-in-laws have makeup from their bill stuff, and I can get a brown shirt with Kamala symbols on it with no problem. I can have that done by Saturday, guaranteed. That's up to you guys now.
Oh, we could do it.
And we'll get to the Zodiac too.
I got the forehead to put the lightning bolts on.
That's exactly. Bert, you're gonna be the Yeti, the Yeti.
The Yeti.
Oh, that guy was so bad.
Shivani's
better. I still laugh every time I laugh at that stupid thing. All right, so the Master Blasters, Blade and Steel, defeated the Southern Boys, Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong.
Steve Armstrong. Another Armstrong.
Steve Armstrong.
Tracy
okay.
Smothers.
Yep.
Does anybody know? I'm going to give you some trivia here. Steve Armstrong had a stint in the WWF for about a year as a babyface, and he was over. What was his name?
Lance Cassidy.
Yes. Dave, that protein went right to your brain.
Does that work out?
He has Wikipedia up right in front of him. Look at me that.
He does. He's got like 17 fucking computer screens. He's got fucking Siri over here, Alexa over here. He's fucking, fucking.
Looks like the Matrix his house right now.
Yeah, yeah. He's probably got like 7 of his buddies on their phone. He's like passing them notes, going, "Hey, what? Wait a minute,
I'm the fact checker. Remember, I got to keep all of us, intact.
He's a WCW hotline. You still got that phone right there ready?
He's Mike today, or whatever his name was.
All right, let's keep going. Here we go with the Freebirds again. The ugly-ass Freebirds. With Little Richard Marley defeated the Renegade Warriors, Chris Youngblood and Mark Youngblood. Are they real Youngbloods? Are we talking Native Americans?
No, they're fucking Italian.
No, what are they?
They're not fucking Native American. Fuck them.
They're Italian.
No, they're not.
You're so upset.
They're not at all.
Fucking Italian.
They're not at all.
They're fucking Italian.
They're fucking Italian. They are.
Hey, look,
listen,
we already broke
Italians are the biggest.
Already. We're only 23 minutes in.
Italians are the biggest imposters for Native Americans. Remember the guy? You guys don't remember. I mean, I shouldn't even remember. I was too young. But Tim and I could see the residual commercial, like when they were polluting the earth. And then, he had the Indian turn around and he was crying. He's like,
the one tear.
The guy was Italian. He was Italian.
Really? I didn't know that.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He had some Native American. He had a little Native American blood in him. A little.
A little.
So that counts, then, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
A little bit.
I guess so. Jesus Christ.
All right, let's calm
Look
down.
at me getting hot over here. Why fucking Native American?
I'm so happy the boss isn't watching because
Here
all
we go
the
again.
bombs already.
As I said, we broke the record. 24 minutes in, we broke the record already. All right, so next we had the Steiner brothers. Rick and Scott went out another big pop. Remember that? Defeated the Nasty Boys for the United States Tag Team Champion, no less. The United States Tag Team Champion.
You guys remember the U.S. belts? Also. The red ones? They were red?
Yeah. It was weird.
I might have to look it up right now. Oh, those are not too bad.
See, then here we go. The next match. The Junkyard Dog defeated Moondog Rex. God, I love the Moondog.
Moondog Rex?
I miss the Moondog.
Yeah.
Moondog Rex.
Wow.
In 1990, Moondog Rex was still going.
Yeah. Was he the demolition guy that started and then got replaced?
Detroit Demolition?
No, the original Demolition was Randy. He was a Moondog, and then he got replaced by Barry Darsow.
Ripper Hawkins.
He's had like 13.
Yeah, he was Smash, the original Smash.
13 different names.
Yeah.
He was the original Smash. He was.
Yep.
Thank God he. But my man Junkyard Dog won that match. I tried to watch the Junkyard Dog today, and he wasn't nowhere to be found.
Fucking JYD was great.
Rights to him or something? Why'd they cut out for?
Maybe
all right, so here we go now. I don't know, but it's really weird.
It is weird.
The tag match for the NWA World Tag Team Championship, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, with Teddy Long, took on Ric Flair and Art Innocent to a double count out.
Wow.
You gotta love him.
There's another F-bomb.
You can tell. You can tell they couldn't have come up with a finish if they had a double count out.
And Dusty wasn't even there.
He was 20 minute match.
Right.
I've
Dusty
never
was in the
seen
WWF.
so many 20-minute limit matches. Have you noticed that? On half of these matches that I watched in the last 3 days, like half of them were 20-minute time limit. We ran out of time. Are you serious? How many times did that happen, like in WWF in real life, that the time ran out?
I can't even remember when that was a thing.
WCW thing was time limits.
Yeah.
WWF doesn't really do that. But
they would announce it, but you would never. They would announce it, but you would never end the match that way.
Yeah.
But it was always like.
Oh, they had countdown 3 minutes. It was Bulldog versus who was it? Bulldog versus No, but there was. We'll get to that one with the Honky Tonk Man too. But there was like several of them. They're like, "Oh, you have 3 minutes left," and it's like, 3 minutes left for what? I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Oh, the 20 time limit's up. Double count out, draw. I was like, "Wow, that sucks." Next match, United States Championship. Stan Hansen defeated Lex Luger. Stan Hansen in 1990 defeated Lex Luger.
Stan the Lariat.
And in the main event, which was a cluster, which was a clusterfuck, Sting defeated Sid Vicious for the World Heavyweight Championship after, you remember this, Dan Spivey came in dressed up as Sting. Sid Vicious beat him, and then they're like, no, that didn't happen. But you ever notice they didn't explain what happened? Sting just got back in the ring and then pinned Sid Vicious, and it was like, okay, everything's good now. There wasn't like no stoppage, no review, no like, hey, this is what just happened. We're starting this match over again. No. Sting jumped in the ring, pinned him, and then they're like, oh, we're out of time. We can't explain anything. See ya. I said, who produces the show? Who produces
Ole Anderson. Ole Anderson.
It's like for Halloween Havoc, they just gave the fans or someone out there, hey, you want to produce a show today?
It seemed like it, because it was like, where, how did you have that big reveal at the end where a guy pretending to be Sting, he gets pinned, Sid Vicious thinks he's the world champion, then they're like, nah, Sting jumps back in the ring, gets the win. Oh, we're out of time. See you next week.
It was Spivey or was it Barry Windham?
Wasn't it Spivey? Or was it Barry? I don't know.
I thought it was Barry Windham.
Dude, you might be correct. I get my giant blonde guys mixed up sometimes.
It is Barry Windham. He is correct.
There you go, Eric. You are correct. See, that's why you're our NWA WCW expert,
the historian.
Yeah, by God, I know what I'm talking about, boys. Barbecue sauce and cowboy hats.
Oh, here we go. This is where we're getting real fun.
The travesty that is 91.
91. Very
Bischoff
opening
dressed as a vampire.
The Chamber of Horrors match, which is basically the Elimination Chamber that Bischoff came up with, just with a little twist in the middle. That twist, for anyone watching who doesn't know what it is there's an electric chair in the middle of this chamber, and to win, you have to electrocute a member of the other team, one of the other teams. There's like 4 teams in there. Yes, I said it. Electrocute. Throw a switch and kill somebody in the middle of the chamber.
How many were surprised?
This one really started throwing me for a loop.
How many were surprised that Abdullah the Butcher was the one that got electrocuted?
Oh no, I knew right away. I knew right away.
Of course.
As soon as he got out of the car in the opening, they showed him arriving at the arena. I said, "Oh, that's the guy. He's gonna bleed. He's definitely bleeding. You know he's gonna bleed."
No, he's bleeding. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, he bleeds in every match.
Yeah.
Did
you notice that
he was walking on the street, bleed.
Did you notice that the lever was down like 2 times throughout the whole match? Like it was on the on position.
I thought I saw it.
One time,
kept on getting knocked down.
yeah. One time McFoley went to go fix it, and the other time the ref, you see it in the back, it goes up to like go and fix it and tie it up there so it wouldn't fall again.
Hang on a minute. We don't want this to accidentally turn on.
But now this is the thing. Here's your franchise, Sting, involved in this match, the opening match. This is where you see Sting got no respect whatsoever in that company. So we have Elegante. Yes, I said it. Elegante, Brian Gonzalez, Sting, and the Steiner brothers against Abdul the Butcher, the Diamond Stud, who we all know as Razor Ramon / Scott Hall, Cactus Jack, and Big Van Vader. Wow. I mean, wow.
That's a team.
Please, someone say something because I'm speechless to be honest with you, and I need a drink.
It was so awful. I'm telling you, it was so hard to watch the rest of that pay-per-view after that because it was just so bad. There was so much going on. You had the the referee cam. That was another thing that was like, where do I look? Do I look over here? Do I look over here? I don't know why they switched to that camera sometimes. And it just, there was too much going on that it was just, And then the electrical chair in the middle of the ring just gave these guys less room to work with. That it was just like, okay, I guess we're just gonna, lean back here and climb on top of the cage. I think Abdullah the Butcher at one point was on the cage for like 5 minutes just holding on to it because he didn't know where to go.
Yeah, he could, but because he can't work, all he can do is stick a fork in his forehead and fucking bleed everywhere. Hey, does anybody here have hepatitis yet? No? Okay, hang on. It's like, give me a fucking break.
It was a mess. It was a mess of a
Sting. The Diamond Stud. The fucking Scott Hall was fucking jacked.
Yo, Scott Hall looked so. I saw it. I was like, yo,
fucking jacked. Oh my god! I mean, I fucking got bigger when I was watching. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Is the testosterone coming through the TV? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Remember the big finish too was they put Steiner in the chair, and Cactus Jack's getting ready to pull the switch, but they switched. He body drops Abdul into the chair, and Cactus Jack doesn't notice that his partner ends up in the chair. Meanwhile, he doesn't hit the switch for like 5 minutes after Abdullah was already in the chair because you have to strap him in too. You don't just put him in the chair and pull the switch. You strap him in and put the helmet on. Cactus Jack didn't notice this for 5 minutes that his partner was getting strapped in. Pulls the switch, fireworks, explosions.
Sets the ring on fire.
Oh my god, it was a horrendous match.
Well, I'm hoping that kids, if you're going to do a mock electrocution in the middle of a wrestling ring, you learn something today.
It's like, wow.
I mean,
how do you get away with that?
Electricity never works in wrestling.
No.
TNA had the whole like electric cage thing too that they had one time. That never worked.
The only time it worked. The only time it worked, and you're going to agree, Tim, is the Mountie and the shock stick.
Well, that's different. Like if you have with the cow prattle or whatever that makes that kind of noise, that's different.
That's different.
Somebody in a chair, you have to strap them up, put a helmet, and like electrocute them. It's like that takes away the belief.
That's true.
Bad. It was bad. Let's get off of it so bad. Like I said, there's another. I feel sorry for Sting. I feel so bad for Sting after watching all these Halloween Havocs.
He must have felt shitty too.
Oh yeah.
Next match, we got Big Josh,
who is
and PN News defeated the Creatures, Creature 1 and Creature 2.
The Creatures.
Who were the Creatures?
Joey Maggs, Jumping Joey Maggs.
Okay.
There's one creature, and it doesn't say who the other creature is. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, the other one.
Look, it's another Italian, Eric.
Italian.
Italian. Another Italian.
I got through like 2 minutes of this match, and I had to fast forward.
Yeah, I did too.
There's a lot you got to fast forward.
Oh,
all right, we go now. Johnny B. Bad is next with Teddy Long defeated Jimmy Garvin. Jimmy Garvin, I can't believe he was still around too, with Michael Hayes in his corner.
He must have been doing deep dive for breaths because like he used to get blown up easy, you know.
And here we go, everybody. We're starting to get to the good stuff. Steve Austin, stunning Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. It ended in a draw limit. It ended because the clock ran out for the WCW World Television Champion Steve Austin with Lady Blossom versus Dustin Rhodes. 19-year-old Dustin Rhodes, the natural himself.
Yes, sir.
This was a match. Well, I said this is the first one. Ran out of time, and you heard the clocks. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. I'm like, what is this 1 minute to go crap? This is for the title. This is for a belt.
Yeah,
you don't have a time limit on that.
Well, if you remember, like watching old WCW NWA, the announcer would go 3 minutes, 3 minutes left in the match, you know, to get everybody going. Oh God! But if you're doing real time, like 3 minutes went by like 5 minutes ago, and it's like still, you know what I mean? It's wrestling time.
And the next one depresses me. We're going to move on right away because the next one depresses me. Bill Casimir, who I know is a football player for the Green Bay Packers.
No. Yeah. Kaz is the world's strongest man.
Who played football for the Green Bay Packers.
He's not wrong.
I know, but he's the world's strongest man.
But he played football for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh.
We're both right. We're both right.
I know, but strong men don't get their due.
He defeated my man, Kevin Nash, dressed up as Oz from Emerald City, by submission.
My God. That submission was
submission.
Was it the bear hug?
Kev.
Nope.
Oh, Kev.
It was the torture rack.
Oh, he racked him?
He racked him.
Wow.
It was That's so impressive. Bad. Oh, man. No, I don't blame Kevin Nash for leaving that place, man. No respect for 30 years.
Oh. Dyes hair blonde.
I was depressed at that one, but I liked Oz. He made me laugh. I thought it was so dumb. It was so dumb. It was great. Next, we got Van Hammer defeated Doug Summers. Let's just move right on without saying a word about it. This was a decent match actually. Flying Brian defeated Richie Morton, and I had to talk to Eric today. Alexandra York, who was Terry Reynolds, so I had no idea they were the same person back in the day for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
You're going to be hard pressed to find a match with Brian Pillman in it that isn't good. Back then,
agreed.
Yeah,
he was ahead of the time.
Very good.
He was like what? Oh, I don't believe I'm going to use this. I'm going to try not to use this analogy, but Pillman is the forerunner of like the guys like Mysterio. You know, the smaller guys that jump and bump around. Shawn Michaels, you know, I mean, come on, look at the way he worked and shit, and look at Pillman before him, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to say this, but fucking Kenny Omega. I mean, you know, he's stolen so much from Brian Pillman, and
it wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
He ought to be sending his wife royalty checks. Because he's shitty at it, I must say. But
come on now,
Kenny Omega sucks, Dave. Come on.
I'll make you change your mind.
Let's just move on.
What's his? Wait, what's his? Winston Churchill? What's his finisher? I don't know.
One-winged angel.
A one-winged angel. Okay.
Well, it's the Winston Churchill now. That's for sure.
Yes, it is. I didn't even know.
Let's please move on. We're gonna get off to one tangent on that one. And here we go, baby. No. The Halloween Phantom defeated Tom Zink. Tom Zink is back for another Halloween Havoc to lose.
The Z-Man.
Halloween Phantom. Oh, by the way, that Flying Brian match was ended with a tournament for that belt, so he won the whole tournament.
The light heavyweight,
yep. Yeah. So the Halloween Phantom defeated Tom Zink. We don't know who the Phantom is yet, do we? We'll see.
Not yet.
Next match, tag team for the World Tag Team Champions, the Enforcers, Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko. Larry's
a legend.
Defeated the Patriots, Todd Champion, and Firebreaker Chip, which will be my name on the show.
Chip.
Next week, I will be Firebreaker Chip.
I forgot about Firebreaker Chip.
Good. Nobody should remember Firebreaker Chip.
Like Craig Pittman.
He will be my name next week on this show. That's a guarantee.
Firebreaker Chip.
This was actually a decent match, the last one, the main event. Lex Luger with Harley Race defeated Ron Simmons with Dusty Rhodes. 2 out of 3 falls for the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. It was decent for what it was.
It was decent. I didn't like the ending of it. Ending was lame.
Yeah, but 2 big men going at it. I thought it was pretty good.
2 ex-football players too. You know that.
2 guys who you could say that never got their real their shot.
By the way, let me ask you, this Phantom thing lasted an entire year?
Almost. Did right?
Because it had Havoc to Havoc, because he didn't come out in this Havoc. He wasn't revealed in this one, was he?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think. No, didn't say it. Oh, it says later revealed.
Because Bischoff was Dracula, right?
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it here, though, that he came out in this one. Well, we don't know who it was anyway. Oh, let's just keep going because it's like hurting my brain.
You don't want to talk about how disappointing that was?
So now we're up to 19.
They made him do that?
Look, listen, Firebreaker Cracker Chip is already, it's in there, and I got to get it out. So let's go to the next one. Where we are again. 1992. Let's see how Sting gets screwed this year. Opening match, Eric Watts and Van Hammer defeated the Vegas Connection, baby. Vinny Vegas.
My man, Vegas, Kevin Nash. My favorite.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Dude, I was a huge Vinny Vegas fan. Gigantic Vinny Vegas fan.
My wife just stopped and fucking gave me the diamond sign. I scared the shit out of me. Thank you.
The Vinny Vegas gimmick wasn't bad.
That was great. His music was awesome too.
It got him hired in WWE because it made Shawn Michaels laugh. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And his fucking music was great. It was cocky. It was perfect for him.
And then they said that really got to show his personality a little bit, not like Oz or whatever else he was.
He rolled the dice.
Here we go again. The next one.
Snake Eyes.
Goodness. Tag team match. Tom Zink again. Johnny Gunn and Shane Douglas defeated. Look who they defeated. Arn Anderson, Michael Hayes, and Bobby Eaton. Three legends lost. Tom
best workers. Listen.
Wow.
Listen, guys. We need to talk about this match a little bit because
here we go.
This is important. Okay. Now,
lay it on me.
Did Orndorff was the one before that Orndorff was in, or the one after this? Because I won't talk about it if it's the one after this. It's 93, right? Is Orndorff?
This is 92.
After, yeah.
Okay. So this is important, guys. This is really important. Okay. We're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 1, where you know, as any Philadelphia sports fans are, if they don't like you, done. And they'll turn on you. And they like who they like. And as a precursor to the anti-hero booing the baby faces, cheering the heels, in this match, as the match progresses, you see they start cheering Arn Anderson more. They're cheering Bobby Eaton a little bit. They're cheering Michael P.S. Hayes, and then they start picking up on it. Like on the apron, Arn Anderson got him going, and they started cheering, and Michael Hayes started getting them going. They were fucking booing the Z-Man, booing Shane Douglas. You know, Shane was trying to do the whole thing.
Wait. 1 second, though. Look who they're going against.
Yeah.
I too would be rooting for Arn Anderson and the heels over Salvatore Sincere and freaking Tom Zink. Enough with
Dean
Tom
Douglas.
Zink. But
seriously, this was a precursor to what was coming. If you really paid attention, Philadelphia was kind of what brought that out. The Extreme Championship Wrestling kind of brought that out. They
were the first Canada. because we all know Canada could turn a storyline in a heartbeat if they feel like it.
Yeah, but like they were cheering on like the anti whatever, and like I think they were just sick of the cheeky, baby faces. I don't know, but this was really cool watching that match. Like how they were fucking booing the Z-Man. I would have too, but it was amazing because back then, remember, there was still kayfabe, there were still babyface heel locker rooms. That was still in the So nothing, Dave. Really, you're not gonna pine in your vast, expansive. You know what I'm talking. Say something.
Something. I was one when this pay-per-view came out.
Well, that's why we got the. You see, we need the youngins on here for that reason, though, to get their insight.
But no, you're right. I agree. That's a good point.
But the next match was actually a very good match too, because you got two great guys, and again, it's Brian Pillman again. Ricky Steamboat defeated Brian Pillman, however, but that was a pretty decent match. I watched that whole one. Then we had the singles match for the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. Big Van Vader defeated Nikita Koloff. Isn't Nikita Koloff's real name like
Nikita Koloff, Daddy?
Nelson Scott Simpson.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Also, I guess he did come out as Rick Rude did come out as the Phantom that year, because now this year he's Rick Rude.
Yeah, it was. He came out later that night.
Yeah, which is
that's
pretty
when
cool.
Remember, he was calling Sting a scumbag and all that stuff. It was like, whoa, like what? Whoa.
What was great was when he was the Phantom. I don't know who that is. But when the mask shifted and you saw the mustache, like, dude, how do you not know that's Rick Rude?
How do you know that's not Rick? Yeah.
And then he does the Rude Awakening, and you're like, and was it Tony Schiavone? He goes, I'm going to say something. But that's the Rude Awakening. That could be Rick Rude. I'm going to say something, but it could be Rick Rude. It's like, idiot. You're an idiot. It was so bad.
Schiavone.
Oh, Tony was good for like nostalgia purposes, but he fucking sucked as a play-by-play. He did. He was all right. He was okay. He's better than me.
He wasn't Jim Ross.
No. Well,
no,
I'm not even going to imitate him. I'm not even going to do it. Not even going to do it.
Hard.
Well, here we go. We got 4 big Texas boys in another match that ended in a time limit draw.
That's back-to-back years for two of these guys.
30 minutes.
Barry Windham and Dustin Rhodes versus Steve Williams and Steve Austin. Steve Austin had back-to-back Halloween Havoc draw matches. Why?
Draws.
Why even do it? Why even do that?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the star power in this match, though.
Yeah, exactly. Is this a match where like everyone's like, "No, I'm not."
It's crazy.
But they're like, "I don't want to. I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving it to him. I'm not laying down for him." So it's like, all right, fuck it, draw. Is that what it was? That was supposed to be? Because that's horrible.
Probably neither one of them, because Dr. Death probably wouldn't lay down for any of them.
Dude, I'm tired of
Austin
people
like that.
No, but I'm tired of hearing the people that won't lay down for this, won't lay down for that. Just shut up. Do what you got to do.
Do what's good for the show, for the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into it, Eric. But I have a lot of problems with your hero. A lot of problems with your hero, Piper.
Oh, I thought it was the other one.
Oh, no. Piper's notorious for that. Yeah.
But not that though. But he no-sold the shit out of that cage match. I mean, it was bad to watch. He really knows. We'll get. Let's get to that later. Let's get through this. I don't want to get into that now. Next match for the World Championship: Rick Rude with Medusa defeated Masahiro Chono with Hiro Matsuda by disqualification, and Harley Race is a special guest referee. Actually, there was like 5 referees. Kensuke Sasaki also was a referee. And this match was 22 minutes, and they couldn't figure out how to do a tag match in 30. So you figure that one out.
It was the NWA World Heavyweight Championship too.
Yeah, it was the old World Heavyweight Championship.
Figure that one out in 22 minutes. Oh, here, my Bear's my favorite here. Ron Simmons defeated the Barbarian with Cactus Jack for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. I know 2 different ones. It's so stupid. And here's the best one. And my friend Bear said, please don't let me relive this match. I don't want to relive it ever again. And that Sting defeating Jake Roberts in the coal miner's glove match.
And the coal miner's glove.
In Philadelphia.
Where
they're, you know.
Does anybody want to explain this real quick to anyone who doesn't know what this is? Can anyone explain it?
I pass.
Oh, so fuck, I got to do it now. Gee, fuck. All right.
The historian, yes.
Yeah,
Isn't that the one? You got the glove in the corner, and you got to put it on, and then touch all four corners, and then hit the guy. There's so many. I'm close, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I believe that's it.
I think it's something.
I think that's what. Yeah, and it's loaded. You can hit him with. I don't fucking know. That's a gimmick. That's a Southern gimmick match, which probably was cool, you know. But like the coal mines are Northern Pennsylvania, not Southern Pennsylvania. Southern Pennsylvania is all like Jersey implants coming over the river.
Well, now you're getting technical, Eric. Now you're going to make them. You're going to question their storylines, their writing. Come on. All right, let's move on to 93. We're zipping through here because I said I've never seen one pay-per-view have just so many bad results.
No.
93 wasn't bad.
Is this the one that wasn't? Let me see.
It was okay. You're right, Bert. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, all right. Oh, we'll see.
It was all right.
Because, the opening match had Ice Train in it. That's why. No. Ice Train is in the opening match.
Okay.
Ice Train, Charlie North, and my man, the Shockmaster, defeated the Harlem
Shockmaster
and the Equalizer. The Shockmaster, who dumped the Stormtrooper helmet after the famous falling through the wall fiasco, and just had a regular hard hat on, and he said, "I'm going to shock you. I'm going to be shocking." But my man Tugger, I don't know. Shock you. Probably one of the greatest moments in history. And here we go. Paul Orndorff. This is the one with the assassin. Defeated Ricky Steamboat by countout. Now, this was the match. I said, you guys watch carefully. Paul Orndorff comes out playing the heel, but he's getting cheered. I mean, ridiculously cheered loud. And he's going, no, like heels do. No, he's trying to sell it. Like screw you people. I hate you all, but they're all cheering for him. How do you react to that? You're like, oh, I'm supposed to be getting booed. Why are they cheering me? Like, what's going on? And Orndorff's trying to put on a good show, but it's like, I don't know what's going on. But they were not feeling Ricky Steamboat that day. Where was this? Louisiana? I don't know why Louisiana hates Ricky Steamboat. Yeah. But they were all about Paul Orndorff for this match.
How about a quick anecdote for the same year, but at WrestleMania? Remember when Bob Backlund wrestled Razor Ramon, and Razor got cheered, and Backlund got booed?
Mm-hmm.
Backlund sucks.
Think about that.
By the way, who is the assassin?
Think about that. He's just crazy.
Wasn't that Jody?
Yeah, but was he anybody famous? Was he anybody famous?
Or no, that wasn't the assassin. That was Mr. I can't remember who.
No, you're right. You're right.
Joseph Hamilton.
Jody Hamilton. You were right.
It was Jody Hamilton? Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's a renowned worker. He trained a lot of people.
There's a million things I haven't done. Oh, yeah, but his remember during the match, they're like, oh, he's been working out with Paul Orndorff. He's big. He's a jacked up dude. So I'm like, ooh, this has got to be somebody. They're like promoting the assassin as. I'm like, ooh, he's gonna jump out and interfere. No, count out. Ended the match with the count. I was like, okay. They pumped up the assassin and then nothing. It was like, stop. We're gonna stop right in the middle.
But that's typical match. Yeah, that's typical WCW rhetoric, though. It's like like Tony Schiavone, like some guy who's selling popcorn. Can you believe he's here selling popcorn tonight, folks? He goes overboard. And it's like, you fucking moron. It's like, just fucking call the match.
Well, that was every week on Nitro. Remember? Every week on Nitro.
every week on Nitro.
The first match would be Juventud Guerrero versus La Parka.
Or Psychosis.
This is the greatest night in the history of our sport. La Parka versus Juventud next. It's like, dude, don't oversell yourself, please. I've seen this match 1,000 times.
Part of the match is you can only find here in World Championship Wrestling.
Yeah. You've tuned into the greatest, folks.
And here, Eric, the next match is your match. This is the match when I saw this one. I was like, this is Eric's match right here. This is the match that Eric probably got off on. Lord Steven Regal with Sir William in his corner wrestled Davey Boy Smith. Guess what he wrestled him to? A time limit draw.
After a countout match.
I have no issue with that, Sir Timothy.
A time, but you know what? That's because Regal dude is just he's a mechanic. He made Davey Boy look stupid with his mechanics in that ring. He really did. He really made him look dumb.
You fucking really did, because Regal will pull you to the limit, and if you can't go, fucking he'll embarrass you, as Goldberg found out. BT Dubs.
Mm-hmm.
LOL.
But also, too, Davey wasn't necessarily technical. Davey was.
He was power.
Davey Boy
was good. He was good though in the beginning.
He could work.
Not saying he couldn't work. I'm just saying he wasn't the technical worker.
He wasn't on Regal's
he was
level.
More of like exactly, but no one's.
There's very few that are on that level, though.
Yeah,
that's true. And the only level Davey Boy, I'm guarantee you, was raised in that match was either the testosterone or the fucking Percocet, because that he was on both of them. And it's too bad he was better at taking pills than he was, showing up for. He didn't train for a month and wrestled Bret Hart at SummerSlam. Come on, Davey Boy.
Yeah, BT Dubs, Grumpy Brett already threw that out there on his podcast already.
He did?
How many pills Davey Boy was on? It's like, dude, stop selling your dead brother-in-law out. Just be nice for once.
He doesn't feel bad about himself.
He doesn't.
Nice for once. Will you just be nice, Brett?
It's your brother-in-law.
It's almost like
brother-in-law. It's almost like every pill known to man. It's like, oh my god.
It's almost like you need the Hurley boy there. Just be nice to Brett.
Yeah, for the love of God.
Just be nice to the Bulldog. He didn't do anything. He just wants to be nice. Just for the love of God, say something nice.
It's true. Which we might have to have a segment. I'm going to start watching the Bret Hart every week, and we're going to have a segment, I think, it's called Grumpy Brett, and open every show with 5 minutes of Grumpy Brett, because he's going to lay out some good ones.
On? I didn't even know he had one.
He just started, or didn't start yet, but he's been interviewing about it. I put the link in one of our pages.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's on one of the pages. I don't know if it started yet, but he's already starting with the pre-card, like I said, talking about Bulldog on the pills. So,
is it on WWE or?
I don't know. No.
I don't think him talking about that would be on WWE.
They have enough problem. WWE has enough problem with Dark Side of the Ring every episode smashing Vince. They don't need a Bret Hart coming after them also. Oh, okay. Here we go. Next match, and here we go. Dustin Rhodes. Was he
3 years in a row?
Defeats Steve Austin for the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. Now we're starting to see why Austin said, "I want out of here." The dude never wins. Well, at least not at.
But not only that, but they basically been in the same match 3 years in a row. What are they doing?
Yeah,
in the same pay-per-view. It's not like it's another pay-per. It's the same pay-per-view.
Halloween Havoc.
All right, next one, the Nasty Boys with Missy Hyatt, who's really annoying, by the way. Defeated pre-buff Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Wait, the American males?
Scorpio.
Oh, Too Cold.
No, Too Cold Scorpio.
Fucking Scorpio was cool, man.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell pre-buff. I was like, wow, I almost didn't recognize before the juice, I guess.
How fucking great is Too Cold Scorpio, though? How awesome is he?
It was really good.
You ever see the dance shit that he does? That's fucking awesome.
I'm a whatever.
Oh,
sorry, Eric.
Come on, man.
I'll go get all four Los Barricos right now, and I'll bring them in my house.
You didn't like a little Flash Funk? I love Flash Funk.
I like Flash Funk.
I don't like Flash Funk.
Flash Funk was cool.
Yeah.
I'll be the odd man now. I'm fine with that. Next match, Sting defeated Sid Vicious. Hey, look, Sting gets a win.
Oh, they put him over.
This match was so. Ugh. It was just like a 10-minute standard. Sting gets beat up for 9 minutes. Freaking what's it? Colonel Parker?
Colonel Robert Parker.
Yeah, where he held Sid's leg by accident. Thought it was Sting's leg.
Yeah, he held Sid's leg by accident. By accident. That's just as bad as
Sid just goes, "Hey,
hey, you held my leg. Oh, sorry." It was bad. It was real bad.
Yeah, it's so bad.
The next one, Rick Rude defeats Ric Flair by disqualification for the WCW, let's just say International World Heavyweight Championship. That was
they had
all
to
right.
rename it something, yeah.
Another Shivaniism. It's like, oh, the board of Germany, United Kingdom, and Asia have officially recognized the World Heavyweight Championship. This is like, okay.
Give me a break.
But this match is great because Rick Rude's tights. Basically, like one of his biggest things that he's always known for. He had tights for every match, for every feud that he did. This one, he had the pumpkin in the back with Fifi, who was Ric Flair's valet, and Ric Flair's face on the other side of it. Perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
He was maybe did Cheryl Roberts too. He put it right in the front, right in his crotch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Back in the day, that was awesome. The main event for this shit show was Big Van Vader with Harley Race, and they defeated Cactus Jack in a Texas death match. Texas death match, basically just fight anywhere. On paper, it could have been great.
What pissed me off was the 30-second rest periods, and like, I was just like, why are they resting every 30 seconds? And
because they're both blown up.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm like, why can't they just go and just fight? But what was really funny too, like you could obviously tell how they when they went in the tomb. It's like Vader, he's in his tomb. They landed in Tombstone, and Vader is coming out of the tomb, and it's like they're both like busted open. It's hilarious.
But see, that's the good thing about Abdul the Butcher. He doesn't have to blade. He just sticks his finger in his forehead, and blood starts gushing out because he has so many holes in his face.
Him and Dusty had this foreheads destroyed.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, and then as you get lesser, like the forehead light is like Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, even Hogan. I mean, if you really look at him. If you get, when he's not wearing the brother cap, yeah,
Snuka.
He
had a bad head too.
Bad. Yeah, he did.
But Halloween Havoc 1994 witnessed the terrifying Rage in the Cage. Hulk Hogan versus Ric
Hogan
Flair.
era, baby.
Yep, here we go, and it doesn't get any better. Opening match: Booker T with Stevie Ray defeated Brian Armstrong. Another Armstrong. These Armstrongs don't go away.
Armstrongs are great, man.
They are. They're a good family, good wrestling family. Next match, we have Johnny B. Bad versus the Honky Tonk Man for the WCW World Television Championship to a time limit draw.
In 10 minutes, too, which is not even that long.
10 minutes. Not 10, not 15, not 20. 10 freaking minutes.
And this is for a title, so it's like you would expect it to be longer than that.
For the TV title.
Still a title.
Title.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. If I'm fighting my kid for the house title, we're not gonna have a time limit. We're gonna go into one of us wins. You kidding me? Sons of bitches. Next match, tag team for the world championship. Tag team champion. My bad. Pretty wonderful. Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma. Which, by the way, I didn't know Paul Roma made it to WCW.
Wow.
And
he did. He was even a horseman.
And oh my god! Don't ever say that to me.
Oh yeah.
I want to cry. That means I could be a horseman.
Ric Flair did too.
I could be a horseman then. If Mongo McMichael and Paul Roma could be horsemen, I could be a horseman.
Give Mongo some respect. Give Mongo some respect. He provided us with plenty of entertainment and memes to go years after.
True, that's true.
Wait a minute? Can I just say something here? Can you guys just start like swearing a little bit and not make me look like the douchebag that just drops F-bombs all the time? Dave, Bert, I know you swear like a sailor, so
give Mongo his fucking respect.
Yes, there it is. Thank you.
No, and I will not give him his respect. But they fought. Here you go, Eric. Stars and Stripes, the Patriot, and Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
The Patriot. Del Wilkes.
The Patriot.
Del Wilkes was awesome.
One of those that never got his shot, Hey, he's over here too, by the way, Eric. He's over here too, signing autographs.
Del Wilkes?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the Patriot, not Del Wilkes.
I'm sorry.
the Patriot signing autographs.
Patriot.
We got a lot of people coming over here. I'm telling you, you should look it up. Come down for one of them. I'm mad that I missed Bischoff, but I'll get him on the next one. Next match,
I want to come to that one.
Dave Sullivan defeated Kevin Sullivan by countout. Kevin Sullivan. We'll talk about him one day, too.
Another countout.
Dustin Rhodes defeated Arn Anderson with Colonel Robert. With Colonel Parker, by the way, sucks so much ass. This dude is completely useless. And you have Ming in your corner, too. How do you lose with Parker and Ming in your corner? And you're Anderson. no less.
You should not lose. Wait a minute.
You lose to Dustin Rhodes, who's what 22 by now. Come on, man.
Yeah,
If you have Tonga in your Ming in your corner, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could fight the Canadian Army and win. You know, you and him.
Well, I got to pick on Canada.
I'm sorry, Canada.
You're gonna anger Grumpy. You don't want to.
You don't need Grumpy Brett to come after you.
I know. I mean, that fucking old bastard probably break his wrist, put me in a sharpshooter, probably.
You know, let's start talking about us. That's all we need.
Listen. Why do you think I'm going overboard, guys? We got to get these guys that get pissed off at us to say something. And you got Dave up here. Oh, it's so delightful to be here on the Just Too Sweet show. And you got you know.
Wait, ready for the next one? Here's the next one.
No, I'm ready. I've been busting Dave too. I'm sorry. I love you, Dave. I do.
Hacksaw.
Imagine if I had the White Claw.
No White Claw.
Shit.
A line. Don't start a line. He's starting with the sharpshooters or finisher nonsense.
It is not a finisher line.
It is a wearer downer.
It is a finisher, a line.
Finisher.
Don't let them sway you, a line. I'm with you.
Submission hold. It is not.
I'm with you. It's a finisher.
Everyone listen to Rollo, please. Thank you, Rollo. I am a part of the Horsemen. Thank you. But the next match, Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated stunning Steve Austin for United States Heavyweight Championship. In 8 minutes, no less. They actually got under that time limit. And you wonder why Steve Austin wanted out. He hasn't won a single match at Halloween Havoc. He's 0 for 5, whatever it is so far. Wow. Next we got Vader with Harley Race defeated the Guardian Angel, what we all know is Big Bubba / Big Boss Man /
Flash
Trailer.
Big Bubba.
The Nasty Boys defeated Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck with Colonel Parker and Ming again. And they're losing. Any match with Colonel Parker and Ming in their corner, they lose. Figure that one out.
So dumb.
And here we go. The main event. Hulk Hogan with Jimmy Hart defeated Ric Flair with Sensational Sherry steel cage retirement match for the World Championship with Mr. Freaking T as the referee.
No, I forgot that. I forgot.
Yes. And it was terrible. It was a terrible match. It was a terrible finish. Alliance says Hollywood Lions is a top 10 tag team. I'll go with that, Align.
Yes, Align. I like you more and more every time we talk. I like you more and more every time we talk.
I will go with that.
He's buff, too, so there's 3. I was buff once.
Oh, let's just move on to this. I'm getting depressed. And here we go. We got 95 now. Was this the one that we were all talking about?
It's only getting worse. 95 is the worst.
Is this the monster truck?
Yes. This is the
monster truck. Okay.
This is the most famous one.
The Yeti.
I actually saw this one. I mean, when it happened.
Opening match, ladies and gentlemen, is Eddie Guerrero, the late great Eddie Guerrero, taking on the Disco Inferno. And he beat him.
I think that was a dark match.
Was it a dark match? I'm just reading off here.
It was on
Paul Orndorff.
Yeah.
Wow, they had a rematch. Paul Orndorff defeated the Renegade. Remember we watched Bash the Beach and those two idiots fought?
Yes.
Paul Orndorff, until they had a rematch. Orndorff defeated the Renegade. That's just horrible, man. Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko defeated the Blue Bloods, Lord Steven and Earl Robert Eaton. I like Robert Eaton became an Earl all of a sudden.
Earl Robert of Eaton.
That's fantastic when wrestling can just do that. Craig Pittman defeated VK Wall Street. Way to keep the same gimmick without actually keeping the same gimmick, IRS.
Right?
Smart.
Johnny B. Bad defeated Diamond Dallas Page with the Diamond Doll and Max Muscle. Who the hell is Max Muscle?
JW Storm.
Big Bad John the Brute, Max Muscle, I don't know. Whatever.
This next match was,
Oh, but by the way, the last match also was last year's match with Hogan and Flair in the cage was when Brutus Beefcake turned on Hogan. He was the guy in the mask.
He was the masked man.
And they ripped the mask off, saying, "Oh my God, it's Brother Brutus." So somewhere between that and this, he became the Zodiac.
The Zodiac. Yeah.
So, because the next match, Randy Savage, my man, defeated the Zodiac in another hellacious, horrible
1 minute.
No respect.
God.
No respect.
Thank God.
No
I know,
respect.
I know, Eric, you are extremely happy about that.
I should have fucking kicked Brutus's ass when we were going to see Demolition. He was right there. I should have punched him right in the fucking mouth. Fucking Brutus.
I would have had you back. I would have had you back.
I think Smash would have too. He was cool with us, man. Smash was really cool.
But I was afraid Bob Backlund put me in the chicken wing. I don't want to put.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked pretty stout for being like an old man. Like I'd have a tough time with him.
Yeah, see, while Demolition, Sergeant Slaughter, and Beefcake all sat down and didn't get up, Bob Backlund was standing up, putting people in the chicken wing, taking pictures. So I was a little afraid of him. I was like, this dude's going to kill me. Don't chicken wing me, please, Mr. Backlund.
I almost wanted to see
a little crazy.
I almost wanted to see if we could were we thinking about paying to talk to him? We were thinking about it, right? But we didn't.
We were thinking about it. We didn't do it. We didn't want to get back online. We were like, all right, screw it. Let's got Demolition. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the fanboys. Oh.
Yeah, they were bad. It was like that scene in A Christmas Story. I like the Wizard of Oz. It's like, dude, don't talk to me. Just turn around and don't talk to me, please.
That's what he was. I swear to God. Tim's going like this. Tim's just like this. This is Tim. He goes, Eric, don't say a word.
And I said, don't look at any of them.
Don't look at him. Don't say anything. So the kid would stare right at us like this.
Like waiting for an opening. He was waiting for an opening. I said, don't say nothing and don't look at him.
He was getting hot. He was like, just don't.
And then we made the mistake of saying,
we said something.
I believe I said something about Seth Rollins, and he went, Seth Rollins? I like Seth Rollins. I went, like, damn it, I gave him an opening.
It was so awesome.
I like Seth Rollins.
Son of a bitch, I gave him an opening, and he attacked us. I was like, son of a bitch.
It was just like he was just waiting. He was just like he's just waiting, and then
waiting to talk on that line. I was like, oh,
it was
my God,
killing him.
I was like, Eric, don't look at him. Don't say nothing. He's like, why? Just don't. You're gonna get stuck.
He's like, don't.
You're gonna get stuck in this conversation.
So I would do this. I would sit there like this, and I'd look with my eyes like this. I'd go, and he's looking right at me like this.
Downpouring. It was downpouring. We were outside.
How bad was that weather?
So we're all hunched together online. I was like, don't look at him. Don't say nothing. Don't look. And he's like, nope. As soon as I said Seth Rollins, I met Seth Rollins at that. Oh, here we go.
It just fucking blew away. His head blew, like the top of his head blew off.
The floodgates opened, and that was the end of that.
And then the rain stopped too.
Yes, thank goodness.
Yeah,
we definitely should have met Brutus that day.
We should have. Kick him in his fucking nutsack.
All right, let's move on here because we have Kurosawa with Colonel Robert Parker again defeating Road Warrior Hawk. Who sold his soul for that match?
Kurosawa probably and Hawk probably went way back from Japan, so I would imagine he was paying him.
That makes sense.
Probably paying him a favor.
Sabu with the Sheik defeated Mr. JL.
So random.
Jerry Lynn?
I think his only match in WCW.
Yep.
Lex Luger defeated Ming,
like a luchador.
Which wouldn't happen in the real world. Lex Luger would not defeat Ming, but he did by disqualification anyway. Tag team match: Sting and Ric Flair defeated Brian Pillman and Arn Anderson by disqualification. Oh boy,
it was the best match of the night by far. This match was so good because the whole build-up was like Flair, Arn, and Brian Pillman turned on him. And then Flair was like against Arn and Pillman, but he was aligning with Sting. And then the whole match, like Sting is basically, it starts off, Flair doesn't even come out. It's like 2-on-1. Sting is getting beat up on the whole time. Flair comes out, dress pants on, goes in the corner. It's like, oh, let's go. Want to get the hot tag. Gets the best part of the match. He gets the hot tag. He goes on the other side and then bam, hits Sting, and they all just beat up Sting. And it was just like, oh, man, it's so good. And to reunite the Horsemen is good.
Here we go. Next match. The Monster Truck match. Hulk Hogan defeated the Giant in a monster truck.
Is this a match?
And as we know, after this match, they were fighting on the roof of Cobalt Hall. up on a ledge. Who jumps up on the ledge? I don't know. And the Giant falls off the ledge. Hogan sold it. I thought he sold it pretty decently. Like, oh my God, I got to go check on him. He's okay. And then he vanishes into the dark night.
He fell off the building. He does
fell off the building. Off the roof.
Yeah, wearing like pajamas, whatever it was.
And then you had to wait. We had to wait another hour and a half to find out what happened to the Giant. Because next, Randy Savage defeated Lex Luger in a singles match.
What? Why did he fight twice?
No, I'm saying the best.
Randy Savage?
Luger?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like whoever won that match.
Savage only wrestled for like a minute. He didn't really fight.
Yeah, but whoever won those two matches fought each other for something. I forget what it was already.
Yeah.
So if Macho won and then Luger won, they fought each other for something else. I don't know. For more contender, maybe some kind of nonsense like that. What were you going to say, Bert?
No, I was saying the best part about when the Giant fell off the ledge was when they cut back to Eric Bischoff. He's on the desk and he's like, "Oh, we gotta get somebody out there to see what's going on." And he's just like, "Oh, what side did he fall off? The water side or the building side?" It's like, "Oh, it's a lake and it's there, so it doesn't matter." And you see, they don't acknowledge it, but like Heenan cuts back and he's just like, "This is like, fuck this company." It's like, oh, God.
Yeah, so after Randy Savage defeats Lex Luger, we then cut to the main event, which is supposed to be the Giant versus Hulk Hogan again, this time for the championship. Hogan comes out.
Pre-NWO.
Where's the Giant? Where's the Giant? And the Giant just comes walking out.
Dark side.
Yeah, I was right. He was wearing. That's right. He wasn't wearing his usual red and yellow. But he comes out. The Giant walks out like nothing happened. That's the one thing. What happened, Giant? I don't know. I fell off the building. I'm good. Like, what do you mean? You're good. I'm all right. We can fight now.
He no-sold the fall.
Death.
Yeah, he no-sold death. Exactly. That's what everyone says. He no-sold death. So he came out with the Taskmaster, and this is the big thing. Jimmy Hart turned his back on Hogan, also became a member of the Dungeon of Doom. It was absolutely terrible. And by the way, I did not have it queued up. I wanted to have it queued up. I know I mentioned it before that I found a new Macho Man promo.
And Luger lined himself too.
Oh, that's right. Who the hell was he in there? Was he just Lex Luger, or did he get a cool, fancy?
Because he was I think Jimmy Hart was managing him, and he just kind of like, by proxy went to the Dungeon of Doom. Because he joined the Alliance to end Hulkamania, remember?
Mm-hmm.
The Alliance to end Hulkamania.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I'm sorry. I have to play this because it's one of my new favorite. If I can find it now, my new favorite Macho Man promos. But how do you get people to come to your company after witnessing this guy falling off a building?
Ted Turner's checkbook.
That's it. And that's the only way to do it. Here we go. Here, watch. No.
He won his match earlier over Zodiac from the Dungeon of Doom. Now, if Lex Luger happens to win his match a little bit later on against Bing, the face of terror from the Dungeon of Doom, that means that Luger and the Macho Man, Randy Savage, will indeed be meeting here at Halloween Havoc, and certainly that stimulates your interest in that Luger-Ming match. One day on, one to go. And you know what? I beat the Zodiac, yeah. And we had even a little audience participation, yeah, because I'm wild, yeah. I'm going to tell you something, Hulk Hogan. I heard what you said about me a few days ago, yeah. And I don't think that you can separate business from friendship. I'm your friend. But if I ever see you in the ring, I can beat you, don't you know? Yeah. Randy Savage, I know your mustache is crooked.
Your mustache is crooked.
I'm not going to take personal pot shots at you or anybody else. That's not my nature. Get in line, I'm a little better guy than that. I don't mind telling you. I'm a bigger man. Well, how did we get into this? That's okay, man. Very curious. I'm going to take Lex Luger because I know he's going to beat Ming because I'm going to make sure he does. Can we just get away from the subject of the Luger potential Randy Savage match? I want to ask you one other question because everywhere I go, people are talking about these two monster trucks that are going to be colliding here a little bit later on. The Giant in the Dungeon of Doom truck and your good friend Hulk Hogan in the Hulkster's monster truck. My curiosity is killing me just like a cat would be killed by the curiosity, yeah. Because of the fact
machine versus machine and man versus man, doubled and tripled by the exposure of the WCW Heavyweight Championship belt. Don't you think I have a little bit of interest right there? Friendship, business is business. Hulk Hogan already drew the line in the sand. I'm just following it up. Yeah.
All right, we're going to be watching very closely.
Your mustache is crooked.
Wow, big personal pot shot.
That is the greatest thing I ever heard.
That's awesome.
I was cracking up all day.
Wow.
I said I hate the fact that I have like no like
business
like,
and friends.
I have like no work friends that I can't yell at and tell people that their mustache is crooked. I was very upset that I couldn't do that all day. But oh my god, I was tearing before watching. I watched it like 3 times. Oh, it was fantastic. All right, let me guess. Let's get to the next one. Where are we up to? We're up to 96 already.
Oh
now we're
my
getting
God,
to the end
It
of
gets better.
It's
Yeah, now
never
we're
gonna end.
But at least it's NWO time, except for the first match where Jim Powers defeats Pat Tanaka. Dark match, hopefully. And here we go.
Those
The
are dark
greatest
matches.
night in the history of our sport was when Psychosis and Juventud Guerrero defeated Damien and Halloween. Greatest night in the history of our sport.
According to Shivani.
Of course. Cruiserweight Championship, Dean Malenko defeated Rey Mysterio Jr.
Great fucking
Diamond
match.
Dallas. That was a good match, actually. Diamond Dallas Page defeated Eddie Guerrero. That was a decent match also.
Good match.
The Giant defeated Jeff Jarrett by a disqualification.
Decent.
That was the beginning of the NWO's undefeated streak in this pay-per-view, so you know where this is going to go. Next, Six defeated Chris Jericho. There's
Great
2 wins
match.
for the NWO. Lex Luger defeated Arn Anderson by submission. Arn Anderson ain't giving up the fucking no Lex Luger. I'm sorry.
That's
let's
the Lex Luger.
Let's just rewind to that one because that ain't going to happen. And here we go. Steve McMichael and Chris Benoit with Woman.
Mongo baby. Getting that
defeated
dub.
The Faces of Fear, Ming and the Barbarian with Jimmy Hart.
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo.
Here we go, baby. The beginning. The Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall defeated Harlem Heat for their first WCW
Great match.
Tag Team Championship, and that was another good one.
Robert Parker fuck it up again. Gave
Again.
Kevin Nash to Kane to have him win the match. Oh my
Kevin
God.
Nash said, I'm going to punch you in the face. He said, well, how about I give you this cane? Then you can hit him. Okay. Smashes him over the face of Booker T or whatever, and that's how they won the title.
This match too, like I mentioned earlier in the chat, but very, very noticeable Diesel and Razor chants before the match by the crowd. Crowd was very, very WWF, NWO. But the match is great. I mean,
The Outsiders got the loudest pop out of anybody.
Yeah, Scott Hall throwing doing the toothpick that he did to everyone, but he did it to Booker, and then we spit on Stevie Ray, and then Stevie Ray just has a look. This is like
Stevie Ray talks about that.
Heat. Yeah, no, Scott. I saw the shoot interview that Scott did about that, where he was like, "Oh, you know, because we talked about it, and you know, because Stevie is a very proud black man, and I didn't want to feel comfortable, you know, doing that, but he was like, hey, you know what, you know, do it, you know, it'll give you guys good heat, which is crazy, but it worked because that match was great. I love that match.
It was a good match. I actually watched that whole one.
Yeah.
Then we had the main event. Hollywood. Hulk Hogan defeated Randy Savage and
Hilarious.
Elizabeth in a neutral corner. where have we seen that before? But at least it was a decent one. 95 and 8. Well, 95 was a traitor, but 96 was decent.
I guess Savage couldn't get him in the ring.
Hogan's promo before this match, where well also too, like it's weird how all the NWO people during this event, they came from the crowd into the ring, which is something I forgot that they
introduced
did.
them all.
But
yeah.
But Hogan's promo with his fucking movie.
Oh, his three ninjas. His three ninjas. His three ninjas way.
Yeah.
He's like, I just came back from body slamming Hollywood, brother, and now I'm gonna go in the ring and take care of the little macho man.
And he had the three ninja spike hair. It was awesome.
Yeah,
He had like the fucking Ivan Drago. Yeah, it was fucked up.
They start the match. They stall for like 10 minutes, and then Randy finally like takes his sunglasses off, puts them on. Actually, hold up, do it. He takes his sunglasses and just like, ooh yeah, puts them on, and then takes off Hogan's Three Ninjas headpiece and puts it on too. That's hilarious. And then Hogan's just like, no. Hilarious.
And right after this, Hogan has been watching becomes NWO anyway.
A little bit after.
He should have been NWO.
And then Piper comes out
in the beginning,
which I forgot about.
Yeah, that's at the end.
And they just go off and have like a shoot promo for like 10 minutes to end the show. It's like, we're running out of time.
Which was cut off. Which again,
we will see tomorrow night.
Yeah, Piper's like, let me tell you something. We gotta go.
Yeah, and that was it. Yeah, curtain.
And then Shivani, for some reason in this pay-per-view was very pissed. I don't know why, but like Heenan was like, "Oh, he was just counting fast," or he looked like he was counting pretty quick to me. And I was like, "Oh, you're getting paid by them now?" I was just like, "What?"
Shivani's talked about the heat with Heenan and how bad he feels about it. Like he fucked up.
How could you have heat with Bobby Heenan? Like, I don't get that.
Because Shivani was he was a fucking company man. He had his his balls were in fucking Bischoff.
He would hold information too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to 97.
And then also fucking Nick Patrick with his neck brace, counting fast for the NWO guys.
Yeah, he was great. NWO that year.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, 97. We're moving on. I guess it's a dark match too because I don't remember this at all. Yuji Nagata with Sonny Ono defeated the Ultimo Dragon by submission.
Okay. He beat the Ultimo Dragon?
Hell yeah. Wow. Greatest night in the history of our sport. Chris Jericho defeated I can't even pronounce this. Gato. In a singles match. Okay. You say so.
They actually this match Japanese they actually used to team up when Jericho was in Japan. And he also talks about it in his book that this match was never actually watched back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like a big heavyset guy. No, but this match is crazy because this match there's a spot in it where Jericho like if he takes like one wrong turn, he basically lands on his neck, and like just his career's done. But that's why this is one of the matches that he's never gone back and actually watched, even though he knows about the match, but he's never gone back to watch it because of that spot that almost got messed up.
Guido's now the main booker in New Japan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next one we got title versus mask. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Eddie Guerrero. It's also for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Rey Mysterio did win. Obviously, he didn't take his mask off.
One of the best matches ever.
That was a great match. That was. All those matches were great with those guys.
Yeah.
It was underappreciated because you want to watch the NWO beat up people. But that was a good one. Alex Wright, who surprised everybody by bringing out, Deborah McMichael surprised everyone with bringing Alex Wright out to fight stupid Steve Mongo McMichael.
Mongo.
We're doing the Alex Wright dance and nobody's paying, nobody even sees it.
I am. What do you want me to do? Interrupt you? I'm enjoying it.
What do you want me to do? It's coming. Hold on.
No,
go ahead.
Fine.
No.
Next we got Jacqueline defeated the Disco Inferno. Come on, Disco. What are you losing to a chick for?
Jacqueline, Jackie, the black girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Hennig defeated Ric Flair by disqualification. WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. Flair wasn't going to win that match because she doesn't want that title. Lex Luger defeated Scott Hall with 6 by some. What was Lex Luger in a submission? Oh, he had this stupid torture rack. That's why.
Yeah.
With Larry Zbyszko as special guest referee.
Larry Zbyszko.
Title Lex Luger winning. I don't know why. It just bugs me when he wins. Randy Savage defeated Diamond Dallas Page in a Las Vegas sudden death match. I love the names of these matches. I'm gonna start making up shit.
This is part of their award winning. I think their feud was best feud of that year by PWI.
It was very good.
Savage and
Page.
DDP.
DDP always talks about it. It's his favorite. Mm-hmm.
That's what got him over.
Was Macho Man.
Really?
Yeah. And the main event, Eric, was Roddy Piper no-selling to Hulk Hogan for 13 minutes. It was pretty bad. And then, and then it seemed like when Savage came in. No, but when Savage came in, and was hitting him, he no sold that even worse. So did
Yeah.
Piper not like either one of those guys? I mean, I know he did his whole feelings with Hogan, but did he not like Savage either?
I think Piper probably.
This is also the match where. No, say where Savage like jumps off the cage into the ring. I don't know how he didn't mess up his leg on that. That was a dangerous spot that he didn't even try to catch him or nothing like that. That was crazy.
I think Piper was just.
But yeah,
they brought him back for a ton of money, and he probably just saying, you know what, I don't need to kowtow to either one of these guys anymore because not that they outshined him, but they did. They were a little bit brighter than him in the WWF. Piper was his own entity, but all those years having to be, and it's not that he was second banana. Somebody had to be the heel. Somebody had to put Hogan over. But I think Piper probably thought that, I'm not letting either one of them get over on me, real or not. That's probably what.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things where you're getting your ass jumped by the NWO or whatever in a steel cage, handcuffed to the steel cage, and you're gonna no sell the punches.
You got to give him something, yeah. You got to give him something. You can't no sell.
If you go back and you watch that, you're like, ooh, it's a little rough to watch because he's really just like, hey.
So do you think should they have given him a real punch? Like, okay, no sell this.
I think that's what got him and Nash some heat too.
And see, Nash and those younger guys might have gave Piper a receipt, but the older guys would never do that. Never in a million years would they have done that. But I don't know. I was really upset by that. I mean, because I was like, well, maybe Piper's older, but no, he really no sold the shit out of that match. Hogan and Savage. Savage came in. I was like, wow, I can't believe that.
This is also the match where there was.
Hello.
Did we lose?
Did we lose him?
He's frozen in time.
Oh, that's a scary face.
That's bad.
No, well, I'm saying before you go, this is the match also where there was a fan that came in, like climbed the cage and went into the. We don't know, and if you're watching it, you're like, ring, yeah.
Bro, you're going in and out. We can't hear you.
Oh, when I'm done, you good?
We didn't hear like any of that. It was like
we just heard. We heard the fan went into the cage, and then your thought process stopped.
Oh yeah, that was my other question. Was that a real fan?
Yeah, that was a real fan.
I don't know. They treated him a little too good to be a real fan, I think.
Yeah, they should have pummeled him.
Because Hogan was throwing wrestling punches. Savage was tackling the shit out of him, so I couldn't tell if he was a real fan or he was a plant. Because they spent a lot of time on that guy.
No, apparently it was a real fan.
Wow, so Hogan, I would love to sell him. Hogan was throwing wrestling punches. Savage was kicking him in the ribs. Savage was kicking him in the ribs. Hogan was like,
If I was stupid enough to go into a match as a fan and it was between Hogan and Savage, I would be way more scared of Savage than Hogan.
Oh yeah,
Savage
would kill you.
Fucking crazy.
There's a whole YouTube video dedicated to him beating up fans.
Oh,
Savage.
Especially if they touched Elizabeth. You don't touch Elizabeth.
Oh, of course.
You get knocked out if you try to touch her. Forget it. All right, let's move on to '98 because let's tell you something. The good times are over, my friends. We're getting into the worst of the worst. All right, we'll start with Chris Jericho for the WCW television title. Defeated Raven. That's right, Raven and those guys showed up now. Followed by you guys play it. Yeah, play it, Alex. Right? I know you want to play it.
Okay, I'm done.
Wrath defeated Ming. Here we go. The greatest night in the history of our sport. Disco Inferno defeated Juventud Guerrero. Alex Wright defeated Fist. This is a pay-per-view, gentlemen. This is 5 matches in, and I want to blow my brains out. Alex Wright defeated Fit Finlay. Perry Saturn defeated Lodi.
The only good thing is that these matches aren't like longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, Disco Inferno Juventud was 9.
Like 5 4-minute matches.
Yeah, but all the other ones weren't.
Yeah, Billy Kidman defeats Disco Inferno for the Cruiserweight Championship, 10:49. Wow. This
Did
is
they do that a lot?
I
Just have
guess
guys
so.
fight twice?
I guess so. Rick Steiner and Buff Bagwell defeated the Giant and Scott Steiner. That's when the Steiners broke up for the World Tag Team Champion. That was only an 8-minute match. Then Rick Steiner defeated Scott Steiner in a singles match. So yeah, they do that a lot. And that was only a 5-minute match.
So yeah, just go out there.
And here's where my heart was ripped out of my chest because Scott Hall defeated Kevin Nash by count out. I was heartbroken when the Outsiders broke up. I
hated this whole feud.
It broke my heart.
But the way
that when they split.
No, but this whole feud was. I hated this. The way that they made use of Scott Hall's issues that he was going on with alcohol abuse and all that. It was just like looking back, it aged very poorly.
Bobby Heenan said quite a few. He threw kind of one-liners out there. And actually, during the next match, Bret Hart defeated Sting by knockout. For the United States Heavyweight Championship. Remember, Sting was knocked unconscious, and he said, it looks like he's been out drinking with Scott Hall. That was actually a line he said during that match.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Heenan.
He did. He said, I was like, wow.
That's great.
He was out drinking with Scott Hall.
That was bad. Next match, here we go. Hulk Hogan defeated the Warrior.
You want to talk about bad? This is bad.
This is
the
bad.
Lead up to this was bad.
It was awful. It was pitiful.
This is the what's the spot where Hogan tries to do the fire paper and blows it on himself. This is what? Like Hogan had some kind of a porn outfit there.
They try to play it off, and you can't play it off the fact that he fucked the whole thing up. You can't. It was so bad. And the Warrior was so not the Warrior anymore.
No, he was in that whole conservative mindset of destrucity and shit. Like fuck whatever he was like. He was gone. Like this was gone.
Well, not just that, he was out of shape. I mean, he was he was out of wrestling shape. He was out of regular shape. He just it was just like it was a terrible, terrible match. And the world famous. Did this get
a lot of buys? Did this pay-per-view get a lot of buys?
Yes, and then they got a lot of heat for the following match. Yep. The following match, which was Goldberg defeated Diamond Dallas Page for the World Heavyweight Championship, which nobody saw because it got cut off because the match ran too long, and they just cut the damn thing off, and it was a big controversy. They had to refund all the money, and then they showed it the next night on Nitro anyway for free. Big freaking deal. Big freaking deal.
Wow.
Maybe if they didn't put so many people to go fight again, they would have had time for this damn match.
I know.
No one wanted to see
two Disco Infernos
and the Steiners again. There's no point in that.
No.
Wait, we're getting to 19. Come on, man. We're not done yet. We're at 99 now. We're getting to the good stuff. And by the good stuff, I mean a big pile of steaming shit. Because next we got Disco Inferno defeats Lash LaRue for the Cruiserweight Championship. Who the hell is Lash LaRue?
He was a late comer. They tried getting him over as some Cajun. He's kind of goofy.
Oh, he was Corporal Cajun also.
Red hair.
Yeah.
Corporal Cajun.
Yeah, he was a ginger. He was a ginger.
99. Good year, but not for wrestling. Well, not for WCW anyway. Harlem Heat defeated the Filthy Animals for the World Tag Team Championship. Oh, and the First Family. Yeah, my bad. Brian Knobbs and Hugh Morris. So it was a 3-way dance for the tag titles. The Filthy Animals. Why don't I remember the Billy Kidman and Conan being the Filthy Animals? I think I blocked a lot of this stuff out.
I actually like that stable. They were underrated.
The Filthy Animals.
It was getting tough to watch for a while, man.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember that at all.
It was like Kidman, Eddie Guerrero,
I think I blocked a lot out.
Conan, Ray, Torrie Wilson.
Eddie Guerrero was a filthy animal? Yeah. Rey Mysterio was a filthy animal? Wow.
Yeah, he had. That's when he had his mask off.
Wow, I must have just blocked that out completely. Let's get going. Yeah. Brad Armstrong's back 3 years after. Defeats Berlin with the wall. The Berlin Wall.
That's Alex Wright, yeah.
Yep.
It's Alex Wright
Rick
when
Steiner
he got tired of dancing.
Whatever he said there, it's the whole stupid German.
the World Television Championship, Rick Steiner defeats Chris Benoit. That's right. We say Chris Benoit on this show.
Chris Benoit.
Even though it's hard. It really is sometimes.
It is.
And now all of a sudden, I swear to God, some of these are funny because he goes from Lex Luger to the Total Package. I think for this whole year, he was known only as the Total Package.
Yep.
With Elizabeth, defeats, here we go again. He defeated Bret Hart by submission. Stop. You're breaking my heart.
Defeats Bret Hart by submission.
I'm not mad at it. Good.
Yeah, but he's with Elizabeth. See, it's total package with Elizabeth, which means this is the beginning of her end.
Yeah.
This is the beginning where he begins to kill her.
Did you have to go that dark with it?
That's why I'm telling you. I freaking hate Lex Luger. He killed Elizabeth. Let's you know.
Yeah.
He's beaten too many people with a torture rack. A stupid move, which does nothing. And then he killed Elizabeth.
He didn't even submit him in the torture rack. He submitted him in a single leg crab, which is like
I didn't even watch that. I skipped that whole thing. Really? That's even worse.
Was Brett taking pills too to agree to that? I mean, like, gee, what the fuck?
Did Goldberg already get to Brett? Is that what happened?
Must have kicked him in the fucking head already. Yeah.
No, this was before Goldberg had to deal with Sid Vicious.
I love you, Elizabeth. Sorry, Lex Luger's an asshole. The next match was a big controversial match. Sting defeats Hulk Hogan for the World Championship in 3 seconds flat because Hogan laid down in the ring. Some people say it was a Russo thing. Some people say it was Hogan throwing a tantrum. Either way, it sucked big time. And this is, again, you're going to see the treatment of Sting that it's a miracle that he survived that long in his company.
He should have went to WWF.
Was that ever explained? Why he did
during
that?
his shit heel. This is during his shit heel run.
Yeah, but you get different explanations. Some say it was a storyline. Some say it was Hogan throwing a tantrum over losing. He was supposed to lose to him or something.
Some say it was a work shoot.
Yeah,
it was never brought up. I'm saying on Nitro or any of that. Why he just laid down for him?
No, there's like 3 or 4 different explanations for it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, of course, we did the whole show about it. A lot of people say it was Hogan being a baby. How he didn't want to lose to Sting anyway, or Goldberg, who's supposed to fight Goldberg later or something, didn't want to lose to him later on. So he laid down his thing and then walked out of the ring.
Might have been Russo.
Sting wins the title. And then the next match, Goldberg defeats Sid Vicious by TKO.
Well, no, Sting
TKO,
was the champion. Sting was the champ, so maybe it was.
Oh, yeah, he was a champ. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I forget. You can look it up. You'll get like 3 different explanations of what happened at that match. So then Goldberg defeats Sid Vicious for the WCW United States title. Then Diamond Dallas Page beats Ric Flair in a strap match, which was, poor Ric Flair again. Poor Ric Flair. And then in the main event, Goldberg squashes Sting in 3 minutes to win the world title.
Yep.
How disrespectful is that to the guy who's your franchise?
Didn't they just wait a minute?
Wait, it was said that this match wasn't supposed to be it was supposed to be a non-title match, but then they crowned Goldberg the champion, and then Sting went ballistic after that.
I don't know about that. I don't know what that part was, but it was no matter what, it was a 3-minute squash. It
wasn't supposed to be for the belt, and then they announced that Goldberg won the championship.
That's even better. That makes it even better. That shows you what a shit show this company was towards the end of their run. But that was an absolute. I mean, I was never a big Sting guy, but the disrespect this guy was shown at Halloween Havoc alone that we just went through was absolutely atrocious.
Seriously, he should have
jumped. The final Halloween Havoc of WCW era. Thank God. Is no better. It's no better, guys. It's definitely not the greatest night in the history of our sport. Because the opening match for this one was the Natural Born Thrillers, Mark Jindrak and Sean O'Hare, against the Filthy Animals, Billy Kim and Rey Mysterio with Conan, and the Boogie Knights. The Boogie Knights. The tag team.
Alec Wright and the Disco Inferno?
Yes, it is, Eric. Probably the greatest tag team ever assembled. I think.
I love the name of the match, the 3-way dance.
It's a 3-way dance. Dude, it's the Mega Powers and then the Boogie Nights, I think, as far as the greatest coming together of two entities to form one tag team.
It's like you dance, I dance. Let's dance together.
Exactly. Next match, hardcore match for the hardcore championship. They started going hardcore. Remember that? Reno defeated Sergeant AWOL. Who the hell is Reno?
Go ahead, talk to the music.
Might as well during this one. I don't want to. I just want to dance now. The Misfits in action. Lieutenant Loco and Captain Corporal Cajun defeats the Perfect Event. Sean Stasiak and Chuck Palumbo. This is like. I want to hang myself right now just reading these names.
They should have just shut it down after that.
Chuck wasn't bad.
This is why Miss Elizabeth took pills.
Another Italian, right?
With shit like this. Next, we got the Filthy Animals, Conan and Tigers defeated Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas still roaming around. Tori Wilson. Oh, that's right. They were supposed to be the greatest couple ever. What a disgrace to Tori Wilson. Wow. Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Here's what I was talking about today. The First Blood DNA match. Here we go with the gimmick matches. Buff Bagwell defeated David Flair. David Flair wanted Buff Bagwell's DNA, which is what brought this match on. Wow.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Did he want to
He wants his genetic. He wants his genetic code.
Yeah,
it was more like the first person who bleeds loses. Was the basic of it. But the fact is, I want your DNA. It's like, dude, that's also a kind of yay.
Were we in Russo already? Russo territory?
Russo might have been gone by now, right?
It is kind of gay because it's like, I want your DNA.
It's kind of
yeah. That's the way of saying I want you to perform an act on me, that kind of thing. So hey, whatever. This is definitely Vince Russo.
Yeah, Vince Russo. He's passive aggressive with the homosexual stuff anyway, because he's claims to be born again, but all he talks about is whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's get this over with because this is horrendous.
This is
now we got a kickboxing match. Mike Sanders with Stasiak and Palumbo in the corner defeats Ernest the Cat Miller by countout.
How does he defeat Ernest Miller in a kickboxing match?
But it's a kickboxing match. Why is there a count out?
By count out.
Why is there a count out in a kickboxing match? What is going on? Mike Awesome, who I was never a fan of, defeats Vampiro.
I like Mike Awesome.
General Erection. General Erection. Here we go again. More DNA wanting. That was Bill DeMott, by the way. General Erection.
Gotta give it to Bill DeMott, man.
Mm-hmm. I never was a Bill DeMott fan.
They could.
Well, he defeated Lance Storm and Jim Duggan with Major Guns for the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Who's Major Guns?
Booby girl, no?
She's the one with the big.
I guess Tylene Buck. She was a porn actress.
She did porn too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, tits and ass.
Jeff Jarrett defeated Sting. Here we go with Sting again. Sting is just for forever at Halloween Havoc.
They really love Jeff Jarrett too.
Oh yeah, at the end they really love Jeff Jarrett. Booker T defeated Scott Steiner.
You know why?
For the
he
title.
Had the stroke. I got the stroke.
The World Championship was not the last match.
That's Russo's boy
defeating Scott Steiner. And the last match in history of WCW Halloween Havoc was Goldberg defeating Chronic in a hand and Brian Adams and Brian Clark.
Brian Adams, one of my favorites of all time.
Well, Goldberg beat him and Brian Clark in a handicap match for the last ever Halloween Havoc match in WCW history. I don't know about you guys, but I'm severely depressed after reading all these matches today. But we know we did have some fun.
Yeah.
But wow.
Wow, what a shit. 2000 was what
a shit show that was.
I mean, that's like, we should all be put on suicide watch for going through that much Halloween Havoc.
Wow. House of Terror, man. Oh, my God.
It's just bad news.
Well, NXT is picking up where these guys left off.
I'm sure NXT will be better. NXT's show tomorrow night will be better than all of those put together. I can almost
they have a
guarantee.
match.
I'm hoping for a pumpkin setup. I'm hoping for it.
Oh yeah, they have to.
It's an
But look,
inflatable pumpkin. Come on, you have to.
they have a
You can
match,
do it there
the
in the
Haunted
PC,
House
come on.
of Terror match.
Oh, doesn't sound good.
They might
but
just
we'll see.
they might just go around the PC and just set up like Halloween stuff.
Well, Bert, I know you brought it up in one of the chats. Well, you know what? We'll do it real quick before we go. You talk about who about the scariest or the Halloweenist, like who is your scariest wrestler of all time? Let's just all pick one. Who scared the shit out of all of us when we were kids or when we were adults? Since it was your idea, go ahead. Who scared the crap out of you as a kid, or who was the one wrestler?
Didn't really scare me, but I guess kind of unsettled was the Boogeyman when he first came out.
Boogeyman is my guy too.
Like the worm with the worms and shit. It was
Dude,
just like
the Boogeyman is terrifying. I have nightmares about the Boogeyman because that guy is terrifying. And that's like his real. That's not like a gimmick. He's like the Boogeyman.
Yeah, that's
he lives that gimmick.
Yeah. Dave, how about you? Who scared the crap out of you?
So Boogeyman's a good one. He was definitely up there. Not you said something, but I'm gonna go with an oldie. I'm gonna go with Papa Shango.
Papa Shango was scary too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So he made he made the Ultimate Warrior throw up.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that Ultimate Warrior throw. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
He was sweating
He's
black
juice.
Putting the black stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Papa Shango was definitely hardcore. He'd probably be number 2 for me. With that Boogeyman, I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy at all. He has no teeth, eating worms, smashing clocks, popping up behind things. I don't like that guy. Eric, you have anybody who kind of like got on your nerves, gave you the willies?
That is creepy, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100% Kamala, the Ugandan giant.
Kamala? Really?
When I was a kid, I was scared shitless of Kamala. Because listen, no, think about it. Think about being an 11-year-old kid and seeing this guy come out in a white mask with a pith hat, and then behind him is this giant, like, tribal African mask and this giant guy with a spear. And I'm like, and the music was creepy. So I'm just sitting there like, he's going to eat me. If he gets a hold of me, he's going to eat me.
I think I got one that might just top everyone, and this one's new in AEW, and it's a woman.
It's Kenny Omega?
No, it's not Kenny Omega.
The transvestite?
This one, it's Abaddon.
Who the hell is that?
What?
Is that the transvestite one?
It is not. This is another like girl that they have, and she's pretty scary looking.
She looks scary.
Yeah, she is creepy looking.
Yeah, I could have used with never seeing this ever.
Speaking of scary, Alexa Bliss last night with the
not scary.
But
scary
I like her. I like her look though with the contacts that she has, going full on fiend. Yeah.
Now you're on the Alexa Bliss.
I love it.
Train, Mr. Liv Morgan over there.
I'm on both. No, but Alexa was first, but then she got stale. Now, crazy Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board. Yeah. I'm back on board again. She's plays a great lunatic.
She does. Eric, did you get a chance to watch the Hell in a Cell this weekend, or at least the one with Roman Reigns and the Uso?
Not yet. Nope.
You would like.
You would have liked the ending of that match.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Yeah,
we'll say that for next week because I don't want to spoil it.
No, I'm going to spoil it. You got to spoil it right now because it'll make them watch it. It'll make them watch it.
Oh, you're right.
Your godfather was there. Your trainer was there. Showed up at the end of the match.
Alpha?
Yep.
Alpha and Sika.
Alpha and Sika were there.
Both were there?
Yeah. So
they were both there. They crowned Roman Reigns.
They crowned Roman Reigns tribal chief.
It's the tribal chief.
of the Samoans?
Yeah.
He's the high chief?
They don't say hi. They don't say hi
because
high is probably the real title. Wrestling title is tribal chief.
Tribal chief. Okay.
He's at the head of the table.
Okay.
So, but it's a good. I'm telling you right now, it's a good storyline. It's very emotional.
That was, for me, that was the
enjoyed
best match. All the other matches,
it was.
I mean, that was the one I cared about the most.
I'll probably cry when I see him. It's
yeah. Often Sika come out at the end.
It's gonna make me emotional.
They come out with their beads on, looking all well. They look old, but
Yeah, well,
they are old. They are old.
They got to be in their upper 70s. I mean,
they're Samoan old, but they still look pretty good. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Any
Can I make a suggestion before
Of course you can.
do what you think? Right when you're done and as you wrap it up, I say we all go out to the Alex Wright dance.
That's fine.
Okay.
I will not disagree with that ever.
I'm down.
But I will say one thing first. Dave, 4 quarters coming up next?
No, we're actually coming. We're gonna do a Thursday double show.
Oh, double show. What do you mean double show? What's a double show?
It's a double header.
So a double show. We're gonna have our first show is probably gonna be pretty early, like around this time, 6:30ish. It's gonna be a regular 4-quarter show, so 1 through 4, halftime, overtime, all that good stuff. Actually, we might not actually do an overtime because the next show that we're gonna do after that, it's gonna be a special Halloween overtime show where we're gonna do a bracket of all the Halloween movies of all time and make what it would be the greatest Halloween movie ever.
Oh, I want in on that. I want in.
Okay.
Cool.
Definitely.
That's awesome. All right, so tomorrow, let me throw out everything. Tomorrow, we stomped you out. Giants with another phenomenal loss. Just gotta get through it. Jader and Kyle are on tonight. They're on next. After we get done, they will be coming on us. They might be on already. I'm not sure. Empire 161 will be coming back with a special, but not till we don't know when though, because I'm going away for the weekend. Because the Mandalorian starts Friday, and we're going to exercise our Star Wars half of the show, which we'll discuss the Mandalorian episode by episode. We'll give people enough time to watch it, so we don't throw out too many spoilers. Maybe Monday. So look for that Monday.
Yeah,
Empire 161. Yeah, I think it's going to be Monday. People enough time to watch. What else was there? I did just put it in the books, guys. I don't know what they're doing. Steve, what are you guys
called
doing?
it a season, no?
No, they're going to have their one final show. I think they're going to have their one closeout show, which we will also be doing on Empire 161. But we'll go over the World Series, potential free agents, trades, all that good stuff, and then we'll switch to the Mandalorian. And this guy over here has a show coming pretty soon.
There. You want to stay tuned for that?
Here.
Oh, you're all going to want to watch that.
So we'll let you all know when that comes on. Any parting words before we go, Bert?
Nothing much. Just stay safe. Make sure you follow us on the Pop Network. Wear a mask. Vote if you haven't already. That's it.
Dave, what do you got?
Same thing, guys. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask and definitely go out and vote. Exercise your voice. You know, a lot of people fought for you to be able to vote. Take advantage of it, please.
A to the Z. What do you got? Oh, by the way, let me one more quick thing. If you guys feel a slight earthquake or tremor, or something doesn't feel off right, that's just because me and Eric might be in the same town this weekend. And wherever we get together, when we're in person together, the earth has like a little bit of a seismic shift. So don't panic. It's just me and Eric. We're hanging out this weekend because I'm heading upstate this weekend. So, you know, it's like the handshake. A to the Z. What do you got, brother? What do you got to say before we go?
I don't give a shit if anybody votes or not. They both suck. So you know what?
There's more things going on besides both of them.
Biden and Trump can both go to hell. Somebody's going to obviously get elected. I mean, exercise your right to vote, but I personally don't give a shit if you do or not. I get, stay safe. If you have to go to the store, don't be a douchebag. Don't come up to me and ask me for a refund for 99 cents because you paid too much for a mask. I'm calling you out, you stupid old fuck that made me mad today. I don't know. No, go to the next guy. I'm done.
Well, Eric, do you get upset when you find like if I get the cereal and I leave it like I don't know in the produce area?
Oh, totally. Yeah, that sucks. No, that doesn't suck. Dry goods don't. But like if you go to the deli and like get like a salad or like a pre-made sandwich and then you walk around the store and you fucking decide you don't want it and you leave it in the chips and then like 3 days later I find it when it's all moldy and it's smelling. And you know what I mean? That's a dick move. You know what I mean?
I used to do that on purpose as a kid just to be a douche.
I did too. And of course I'm being hypocritical now because I work at a store, but I used to pull all those tricks. That's how I know them all. But anyway, I'm going to position this. Tim, do your outro, and I'm going to position this for our fun.
No, hit the music and I'll say goodbye. Like I said, yeah. So look for all our shows. Follow all the pop culture on all the social media sites. We want more members. We need more members. We need more shows. There's a bunch of shows coming. We got in the works. There's a music show coming, which I'm very excited about. We'll be doing one of them soon. And yeah, I'm with Eric though. You want to vote? Vote. You don't? You have no guilt. You vote for the wrong guy. There's no guilt there. Anyway, for the Just Too Sweet show, I am going to say, like I do every week, you may not like us, but learn to love us. We're the best thing going today. Peace out, everybody. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go.